No one can hurt you. Here's why and how. Hey, this is Bart Smith, author of BS the Book, coming at you with one of my favorite BS perspectives and points of view to have in life when it comes to interacting with other people. Check this out. No one can hurt you. Here's why and how. And real quick, the motivation or the reasons why I wrote this one or I came up with this, no one can hurt you, here's why, is a friend of mine actually yelled at me and just scolded me. He just tore me a new one. And he did it out of his own kind of inner anger, and he was just, maybe he had a bad day that day. And he said, "Hey, Bart, yesterday when I yelled at you, I'm sorry if I hurt you." And I said, "You didn't hurt me." And then he got upset about that. What do you mean I didn't hurt you? I mean, come on, you're not made of steel. I hurt you. I'm sorry. And I'm like, hey. And I told him right there, I said, that is why you didn't hurt me. Because there's something about your behavior, your mentality, your psychology, something causes you to do these outbursts. I kind of want to tell you, I don't hold it to you personally. I just know that you're going through something right now. And I know it's temporary. I know you didn't mean it. And I'm going to survive. Look, I'm still breathing. I'm alive. And then he thought about it and he goes, Bart, I think you're onto something. I mean, your perspective about this. I've done this before to people and I've hurt them and I know it and I feel bad about it. It's something I got to work on. But when I told you that I thought I hurt you and you can't be hurt, but how you describe that is, it makes kind of sense. I need to investigate that. Thank you for sharing that with me. So I remember that moment. And he told me, he yelled at me a second time. Well, what do you mean you can't be hurt? I'm like, well, basically I have to deal with your punches, your verbal punches, your tonality and your pitch and you're being loud and, accusing me of whatever, only to realize later that I was right. So you didn't hurt me. And besides, my train moves so fast, I don't have time to, you hurt me. Okay, I don't have time for that. Now, if you take a ball bat to my head, yeah, I might get hurt. I get that. That's physical, like damage. But emotional, physical, psychological, I am too rockin' to let any of that bother me. So rock and roll. And it was good for him. When you talk to people like that and you help them out, you help them understand their own problems, they get that kind of help they need to work on their problems. Anyhow, come on, let's get into this right now. There's no reason no one can hurt you. Here's why and how. Well, many humans tend to have this strange impulse and talent of hurting other people. Why so? Most likely, it's because they themselves are hurting on the inside, or tend not to be so positive about life, themselves, or others most of the time. You might even say sometimes they're just careless with their talk and their attitudes about, they don't care about people. Maybe their life isn't going as well as yours. Maybe they're down for the count, or at least their life isn't rocking as much as yours either, maybe. Hey, who knows? Add to that the lack of self-control when it comes to holding back anger, negative comments, and other not so positive actions. Honestly, they just don't put out the effort required to control what they have to say and what they do. It's easier just to lash out versus reining in their own behavior. It's easier to vent than it is to bite their lip, zip it for just 1 minute or an hour or forever. Further, if they haven't read BS the Book or listened to any of this audio, that I have inside this playlist here for BS the Book, and they don't know why or how to treat themselves like number one, and do the same with others around them, then they again are vulnerable to hurting others someday, some way, and somehow. Because of these human facts, they're naturally susceptible to routine outbursts, verbal assaults, emotional lashings, and maybe worse, physical harm. Now, if you happen to be in the way of any of that BS, well, here's what to do, here's how to think, here's how to take it, survive, and how to lead by example, so you potentially curb any and all future outbursts towards you as much as possible. I'll give you a quick example. Me. Not a lot of people know to have outbursts in front of me or at me. Now, granted, I'm 5'12", or 5'13". I forgot how tall I am. Pretty physically fit. I'm also very intense, as in I'm driven, motivated, but nonetheless though. And I'm on the guard and I'm watching for, remember, trust no one, suspect everyone. Okay, that was one of the audio playlists in this BS, the book series to check out. Trust no one, suspect everyone. The point is I don't want you to lash out on me because it's not going to be pretty. It's not going to be nice. So be nice. I'll be nice. I'll be calm. The rule for you is this. If you take to heart and understand 100% of the time that most people who hurt others, you included, do so because number one, they are hurting themselves, on the inside. Number two, they don't have a party attitude like you and me. Number three, they don't have the strength, will, or the desire to hold back their negative waterfall on you or others. And then for you, the rule is, in that moment, you should always take the higher ground and let their words and more bounce right off you, through you, around you, from head to toe. Let it go. Wash down the drain of your brain in such a way that in a few minutes, maybe an hour, maybe tomorrow, or next week, maybe in a year, sooner or later, you just might hear an apology. Like a bank, I'd rather build up an account of apologies from all the people around me who try to hurt me, bring me down, tell me I can't do something, than to make withdrawals of my own, spending my time, my thoughts and feelings on outwardly negative behavior and events that would sabotage my own character from the positive person that I am and party attitude boy that I am too. Better to just take it, look them in the eye while they're dishing it out, nod that you're listening, and then when it's all over, simply ask, "Are you finished? I've heard you, and I'm now leaving." And walk away. Say nothing. Do you really need more of the same abuse that you're getting there? No. You gave them their 2 minutes or whatever, 5 minutes or something. Give them their time on stage. Give them the microphone. And then bam, when they're done, "Are you finished? Great. I'd like to leave. I'll talk to you later." If you do have anything to say, reply with, "Okay, I've heard you. I'm not sure I like what I've heard. So I'd like some time to think about what you said or did to me. I don't want to respond right now in the heat of the moment, and that's my right." That will just stop them in their tracks. Whoa. Again, you're not going to participate and stoke this fire, because they're ready to get in the ring. No, I'm going to diffuse their so-called power right then and there. Are you through? Great. I have to go. See ya. I'll talk to you later. Knowing firmly in your mind that you don't have the time for their BS. Time to be down, depressed, distracted, mad, sad, but only glad, happy and ever so happy with your life 24/7, 365, armed with the attitude and emotional shielding. There's no way anyone can hurt you. And I know a lot of people right now, or I read them online and I read stories and comments, people are hurting, and I get that. And it's all throughout BS the book. We have to work on ourselves constantly, because we are a work in progress, aren't we? Nobody's born perfect. But it is really about developing that party attitude from within, taking care of yourself first. Make sure you are happy. And then as you radiate that happiness and that party attitude, people come to you. But then we trust no one and suspect everyone. Hey, you better be on your guard because I'm already watching for you to slip up. It's normal that some people will let you down from time to time. It's just normal. Just like the weather, we can't always have blue skies. Even in the desert, I'm in Las Vegas right now as I record this, and it's blue skies a lot. But every now and then, those clouds roll in. There's some kind of storm, whether it's a rainstorm or a drizzle or maybe just a dust storm or something. The wind's blowing, and those blue skies, they are no more. So try to view negative experiences as neither personal nor permanent. By being mindful of your thought patterns, you can choose to be positive. Take action to move forward. A party attitude is what we should be looking for. And the party. Where's the party? Note, Whenever you are faced with physical harm, you may need to call 911 for your protection and maybe that for others. If in doubt, do not hesitate. Make that call, get help, alleviate that negativity in that person that's, maybe causing physical harm or threats. Or if there's some way that you need to just plan your escape, hey, just tell them, hey, I heard what you said. I got to go to bed. I'm tired. Let's talk about it in the morning. And then sneak out at 3 a.m. Get away. You don't have time to be with anyone who hurts you, physically or emotionally. You should just adopt a no tolerance policy regarding physical abuse of any kind whatsoever under any circumstances. Either way, you're going to feel the pain. You might as well feel the pain of putting that person behind bars if the situation calls for it. But think nothing of it, and always do the right thing where you are concerned. So what do you think about that? Having that sort of let it just roll off your back. Just let it go right through you. Don't attach yourself permanently, personally. No. Those people hurt on the inside. They know not what they are doing. They do, but they don't, or else they really wouldn't do it. So no one can hurt you. I explained why and how. Tell me what you think. Comment in the comment section below. How are you going to go forward now when these kinds of situations arise where you go, you know what? Bart said, I'm not going to let this hurt me. I'm going to keep on partying, keep doing my thing. Hey, would you stop it? Hey, I don't like how you're talking to me or treating me. Please stop it. And, there's something they say about women being, when they're assertive, they come across as, being, the B word. I'm going to give you a tip. Because guys, when they yell and scream and they talk loud, they raise their voice, that's not good either. This is my approach. And everybody who knows me, they know I have this special look. It's like the look of death. If let's say you're being really stupid and being dumb on me and, you're aggravating me. I wouldn't raise my voice. I wouldn't raise my hand. I wouldn't, no. I would just go and somehow I would get, to where you could see me. And then I would just give you this look. Like, really? Would you stop it? And I've used that look and it's silent. I'm not raising my voice. And ladies, all you got to do is just look at them and just be silent. Your silence will speak for you. You don't have to scream or yell. And not that you would. Maybe you would. But just your silence will speak for you. You could look at a man and just give him that look like, I don't approve of that. That's what the eyes are conveying. And guys, the same thing. Let's not raise our voices. Let's not yell. Let's not scream. And all of us, let's watch our tongue. Bite that tongue. They say the tongue can serve or hurt, something like that. It's from the Bible. It has the power to help or, heal or hurt. I think that's what it is. Anyhow, I appreciate your comments below. Let me know what you think. Subscribe to my channel. Become a part of my world. It's an amazing world that's almost BS free, 99%. It sneaks in there every now and then because it's what they call life. And hey, I appreciate you listening to all of these audios all about BS the book. I hope they help you because they certainly help me. All right. See you in the next audio.